We live, baby. Yeah, let's get it. Let's do it. You know the fucking vibes. It's your girl, Will Better. Let's get it. Let's do it.
Sound nice, check one. My mic sound nice, check two. My mic sound nice, check three. Are you?
Are you ready, though? Let's get it. Let's do it. We talking about brunch, you heard? If you didn't check my last episode, that is what's for brunch. Why do we enjoy brunch so much? That joint is up on YouTube right now. Go check it out. Go tell a friend to tell a friend. I want to talk some more about brunch because I enjoy brunch. I do. Like I'm really that girl when it comes to brunch. But what I realize is that most people don't understand the difference. Like, all right, yeah, you can have breakfast, you can have lunch, but why not walk that fine line in between where you could do some spectacular things? Spectacular. Not to mention there's drinks involved. Who don't like to day drink? Stop the shit. Where we come from, people will get drunk first thing in the morning. Me and my wife was just talking about somebody that I happen to know outside begging first thing in the morning for money to get beer. Horrible, horrible work. But it is what it is. Some people are in a fucked up state of mind where when they able to shake that shit off and feel better, they will be better. But in the same aspect, you can have drinks with brunch. So if you go, oh yeah, I want a bacon, egg, and cheese, but you want to have a mimosa with it, chicken and waffles with say I don't know too many people that drink Bloody Marys, but yeah, you could do one of those. I'm just saying you got to clap it up for the people that know what it is. When you are in a space of, I don't want to be up first thing in the morning to go have breakfast, but I do want to have something good to eat before or not even necessarily before lunch, but in between breakfast and lunch. That's the thing to do. Now, here in the Bronx, we don't have many brunch spots, but the one or two that I can think of off the top of my head, they I like. I've been eating at the same place for 80,000 years, and it's a restaurant on Arthur Avenue called M&G's. M&G's has more than one spot now. Definitely shout out to them. But in the same aspect, what do you consider brunch? So if you're willing to pay for it, they'll give it to you. And most spots, like if you go in there, you go, oh, I want steak and eggs. Got you. Now, do they have alcohol? No. Can you bring your own if you choose to? Probably. But why would you like for me a brunch spot has all of the elements. So the reason why I called it a brunch spot is because that's somewhere that I've been eating for years. Now there's literally a liquor store a couple of doors down, so get jiggy if you like. Um the one brunch spot that I did see them talk about online is a place called I-9. I'm hoping I'm saying that right because me and my wife get a kick out of the fact that we don't say it right. It literally says I-9. The number 9 spelled in a word and I. Anyway, the food there really wasn't bad. It wasn't the greatest. The price wasn't crazy, but the I think the drinks were all right. The food was cool. The difference is the first time we went there, we had a good time. The food was all right. The second time we went there, almost everything we wanted wasn't like they didn't have it in stock. So they basically 86'd it and didn't tell nobody they 86'd it. And then when you're on a situation where you're going, oh yeah, I got a taste for this, and then you try to get it, and that ain't it. That ain't it. And then they tell you, oh, come back 5 minutes later. Oh, the chef said they don't have it. What? It took y'all that long to realize that's not on the menu. Why are you and the chef not in sync? Why is this menu not in sync with what the chef has? Let's talk about that. because there's no cohesion between the back of the house and the front of the house. I've worked in a spot now that I learned there's a big difference between what the front of the house knows and what the back of the house got planned. And if you one of those people that go, yeah, I don't got time to be worried about that, and that's not my worry. I get it, I do. But most people don't realize that's not how you run a business either. Because if you want people to come to your establishment and then you have certain things advertised and then they come and they can't get what's advertised, it just took the fun out of whatever that person had intended. Especially when it comes to food. Food will have somebody's whole day thrown off because they don't realize that this is a thing that's really not for everybody. Most people don't care. If you eat, you eat. If you don't, you don't. But when you go out of your way to go, oh yeah, I'm going to this restaurant for this thing, and that restaurant don't have that thing, my whole day's thrown off. I'm ready to go up in there like type. But I digress. Now, I think there's other brunch spots. I think this might lead into a little series where me and my wife, maybe me and my friends, depending on who's with it, go to different spots, try different things, see what it's hitting for, see what the atmosphere is like, service is like, and might throw that into this because for me as a person, I realized like you don't have to be a social media influencer to influence people. The reason why I say that is because I've been influencing people for a long time. Like me and my little brother was talking last night. I'm telling him like, "Yo, who put you on the raw paper, blood?" And the nigga looked at me like, "You did." Nobody was fucking with raw paper back when we was smoking it. When it first hit, when I first discovered raw paper, this had to be like 2011, 2012, maybe 13. I'll give it 2013. And none of the stores sold it. There was no smoke shops on every corner that had all the raw products. Literally, I bought a tray that had almost every size paper you could think of that they had at that time. And the reason why I use that as an analysis is because when you're able to walk in a room and go, "Ooh, y'all ever tried this?" or "You ever wanted to try this? Come on, let's do it." And now it got people going, "Oh, I've been on that." You know what I'm saying? Certain alcohols. I was just telling my homegirl that don't drink. There's way more than basic bitch Hennessy in the liquor store. Now, depending on the liquor store you go to, they might cater to the people that like more high end alcohol. Whereas if in the hood, most people like what I like to call basic bitch Hennessy. Now, in the liquor store, they sell white Hennessy. I don't think it's official, but hey, that's my personal opinion. Y'all enjoy it. Spend $100 on it. Suck it up. But when you go to a restaurant or you go somewhere with your peoples and it's a vibe and y'all able to vibe out and enjoy what it is you're doing and then be able to go, you know what, I think I want to bring one of my joints here or I want to bring my wife here or whatever it is, it brings more publicity to that spot. It brings more money to that spot. And on top of that, you don't know who's gonna see your social media because most of the people that ain't liking and commenting and sharing don't mean they don't see it. They'll definitely go there based off of what you said, go try it and be hyped and won't even hit you with the thank you for putting me on to the spizzy. But that's a whole nother discrepancy in itself because where we come from, it's all right to jack swag and nobody cares and everybody feels like what you're supposed to do that. No, you're not supposed to be a swagger jacker. No. But again, I think I'm gonna take this brunch thing a little bit further, especially being that it's getting nice. I know it's gonna be a criteria to the brunch too because it's gonna be on some what the drinks hitting for, what the food is hitting for, what the atmosphere is hitting for, service, all of that. But is definitely gonna be like a number, rating situation because I feel like a lot of times these spots get over on the fact that they have Instagrammable food and the food don't hit the same way it looks. If it look pretty, it should hit pretty. It should hit on your stomach and have you feeling like somebody gave your stomach a hug, not instantly going, why does it taste like this? Once my wife hit me with something like this, I taste it and it tastes funny. That's bad business. Or like one of my homegirls, we went to the Cheesecake Factory. I had never been to this place before in my life. And she was bigging it up, mad excited. And I really wasn't excited for this place. I don't know why. Not going, like me being greedy and never being somewhere, I normally be super hyped. And I was not excited for this. And sure enough, I ordered a egg roll sampler. Literally, there was one egg roll on the whole tray. Everything else was spring rolls, dumplings, and I think they might even been a bacalhau up there. I don't know. But when I say not good, flavors weren't good. I think I had maybe one egg roll or maybe one roll that was good and a sauce that was good out of like maybe I think it was 4 or 5, and they came each one came with a sauce. Horrible. Now, most people go, "Oh, yeah, they go there for the variety." I don't wanna go nowhere that I need a book that looks like the Bible to decide what I wanna eat. Normally, I kinda already have my mind and a mindset, but when you get to a place like that, it'll kinda kindly throw you off because I've never experienced being somewhere that you can get a book for food and then you could get a book for dessert. Crazy. And it just is I feel like eating out should be the experience that it used to be as a kid when you went somewhere you felt special. Now, I wasn't spending the money. I was going with somebody that was spending the money. And it was never a place that I didn't feel like, "Oh, alright, the kids get treated special, the adults is sipping, they got a good drink, the food is bomb, they leave a good tip." Like, this is why tipping is so hard to do in modern day time. The service sucks, the food sucks, the atmosphere might have been alright. I didn't come here for atmosphere. I came here for the food and the drinks. And if those things suck, believe you me, your tip is definitely going to reflect that. Do you have anything to do with the food and the drink? Probably not. But your service definitely reflects how the food and the drink is going to be passed to me, how I'm going to get it. If I got to call you 18 times or do the wavy arm thing and try to get eye contact with you from across the room. I don't like all that. You're supposed to come check on me at least 2 or 3 times. Hey, you all right? How's the food? Is everything good? When people do that to me and let me know their customer service is up, where most people they'll serve you, tell you they name, drop the forks and a cup down on you, maybe come back to ask you if you want something to drink. But other than that, they're not worried about you until you're ready to order the food. Now, when you order the food, they giving energy that I don't even want to eat here now because you're turning me off. And I've definitely been with people that'll be like, I don't want to eat here. I don't like her. I don't like the energy she's giving. And I'd be like, damn, like that. But me as a person that serves food, makes food, creates dishes, mm-mm. I don't want nobody serving my food that ain't high energy. If your energy ain't right, I don't want it. And it's just because it reflects on the food as well. Somebody might not ever get to taste my food because you got a nasty attitude. Fuck you. You're out of here, buddy. Out of here.